The return of the Nommos. The sun had long set over the cliffs of the Dogon village, and the people gathered for the festival of the stars. Drums echoed through the valley, and fires flickered, casting golden light on the ancient rock formations. The elders sat in a circle near the great baobab tree, speaking of the old ways, of the knowledge passed down from the Nommos, mysterious beings who once visited their ancestors from the great waters of the sky. Kondo and Sira sat at the edge of the circle, listening intently. Kondo was restless, his legs bouncing with excitement. "Do you think the Nommos were real?" he whispered. Sira, ever the thoughtful one, glanced at the stars. If the elders keep telling their stories, maybe there's truth in them. Just then, a strange light streaked across the sky, brighter than any star. It hovered, then moved silently over the cliffs, pulsating like a heartbeat. Gasps rose from the villagers. The drumming stopped. Baba Fama, the oldest and wisest of the elders, stood, his face grave. "They have returned." Kondo's eyes widened. "The Nommos?" Sira grabbed his wrist. "We have to see for ourselves." They waited until the village had quieted before slipping away, following the light toward the great lake beyond the cliffs. The path was steep, and the night air was thick with mystery. The wind whispered through the rocks, and somewhere in the distance, an owl hooted. At the water's edge, the lake was eerily still, as though holding its breath. The strange light shimmered above the surface, and then, with a soft ripple, something rose from the depths. A figure emerged, tall and luminous, its skin glistening like silver fish scales. Its large, knowing eyes reflected the stars above, and its voice, though silent in the air, filled Kondo and Sira's minds. "You are the children of the Dogon," the being spoke. "We have watched. We have waited." Kondo's heart pounded. "Are you a Nommo?" The being nodded. "Long ago, we shared knowledge with your ancestors, the way of the stars, the balance of water and land. But the world is changing. The balance is breaking." Sira swallowed hard. "What must we do?" The Nommo lifted a webbed hand, and suddenly visions swirled before them. Rivers drying, forests vanishing, the sky darkened by smoke. They saw fields cracked and lifeless, animals searching for water that no longer existed. "The world thrives when it is honored," the Nommo said, "but humans have forgotten the old ways. The land suffers, the waters retreat. If harmony is not restored, the world will fade." Kondo took a deep breath. "We are only children. How can we fix something so big?" The Nommo's gaze softened. "Change begins with knowledge. Teach your people to respect the waters, to listen to the land, to remember the wisdom of the past. When balance is restored, so too will the earth be renewed." The being stepped back into the lake. The water shimmered, and in an instant, it was gone. The night was silent once more, as if nothing had happened. Sira turned to Kondo. "We have to tell the village." At dawn, they rushed back, out of breath and wide-eyed. They found Baba Fama just as the sun's first light touched the cliffs. "The Nommos spoke to us," Kondo said, his voice urgent. "They showed us what will happen if we don't care for the earth," Sira added. Baba Fama studied them carefully, then nodded. "The Nommos never left us," he said. "We simply stopped listening." That night, as the festival of the stars continued, Kondo and Sira stood before the village. They told of the Nommos, of the warning, of what they had seen. The elders nodded solemnly. The children whispered among themselves, and something shifted in the hearts of the people. The Dogon had always been the keepers of the stars. Now, they would become the protectors of the earth. The end.